spot the difference, guys, by looking at pictures. Not terribly exciting, I realize that. Nonetheless, it's still fun, and I'll tell you why. First off, even if you go into these things expecting suck, you still end up playing like a goddamn detective. You can't help it. It's human nature to, organize information. And then tap touch-sensitive screens. It's iSPOT Japan for the Nintendo DSi. It's elementary, my Emma Watson. So this thing comes from the DSi spammers over at EnjoyUp Games. I mean that in a good way. These guys have been pumping games onto Nintendo handhelds for years now. And although this is far from their best, it's a perfectly fine casual game for those who use their DS for things like puzzles and crosswords, and who take naps in the afternoon. Old people is what I'm saying. Freaking AARP. Now, iSPOT Japan, which sounds like Apple made some huge magnifying glass to hang over Tokyo, was released to DSiWare back in 2012. Of course, it's available on the 3DS eShop as well. And again, it's a pretty simple concept. You get two pictures, very similar in appearance, but with very subtle differences. Find the differences to progress, use hints if you must. I have a freaking headache. So there are 3 difficulty levels, each one with more or less differences to find. The game strings the photos together like levels, and you only have a few hints to work with. So it's actually kind of arcade-like in that you kind of just keep going until you lose. Of course, the overall theme of iSPOT Japan is Japan. Each photograph shows some kind of Japanese landmark or cultural staple, and after completing each picture, you're shown a little map of Japan with the history and location of the photographed place. And if you're interested in Japanese culture, that's definitely a nice touch. There's also local one-on-one multiplayer, where 2 players race to find all the differences first, and that's really when the game's at its best. Anyway, there's really not much to say here. The game plays fine, the taps are very responsive. It's a well-made game, if a little thin. Like most of EnjoyUp's DSi and 3DS offerings, it's a small, inexpensive game, meant for short bursts of gameplay. And with that criteria, iSPOT Japan is a solid little game. With pictures of sushi.